Great. So on this day, we're going to start laying onto your back. Today's ab series is going to be sans hand assistance. What does that mean? So that means our single leg stretch and things where we normally hold our leg will be without holding our legs. I want you to go ahead and lift the head and shoulders up for your 100. Hands are along beside you. Legs are at a high diagonal, bent knees, whatever's good for you. And I want you to pump those arms big. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. And inhale, big. Exhale, pull that rib cage down to the floor. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 3 more. Try to really feel like you're pulling that rib cage up over your hips. And last one, big inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull the knees back in. Give those knees a little rock side to side. All the good things. From there, go ahead and straighten the legs long. Same option as earlier this week. I want your hands to be up to the ceiling, either a half roll up where you're just holding, or a full roll up where you look toward your toes, you round up and over. Go reach past your toes. So hopefully now we're getting pretty good at this. Inhale here, exhale, curl, reach through that front wall. Today we'll go back to 10. So 10 is the number today. And over, big inhale back. Inhale, reach, exhale, forward. Good. So from here, if you can hug your midline for these last 3, go ahead and pull both legs together. It'll be a little funny to come over that hill. And then roll through that spine as you pull your body away. Inhale back, exhale, curl. Good. And then last one, take it away. Take it tall and over. Looking towards your toes, reach your toes and pull it back. Okie dokie. So now, what I was explaining earlier about not using our hands will either stay behind your head or behind your hip. I'm going to encourage behind your head for this one, since your head and shoulders will still be lifted and doing that work. Okay, from here, both knees in tabletop, head and shoulders are lifted. From here, we are just pulling that right knee as close to that right elbow as you can, straightening that left leg and switching. So that means there's going to be a slight turn out at the hip and switch, pull and switch, pull and switch. You're just encouraging your head, neck, and shoulders to be lifted as high as they can go off of the mat. And pull and switch. Same here, just 10. If you can pull yourself up a little higher, each one. Ooh, yeah, that's where the juice is at. Pull yourself up, and lift, lift. Knee to shoulder, knee to elbow. Reach 2 more, and out. Last one, right? Last one left, and rest. Good. So make sure you get a good bit of stretch between all those ab muscles. They're all the same. Okay, from here, we're gonna have our big a double leg stretch. So that's just the same thing we just did, but both legs are together. So hug the midline, heels together, knees together if possible, but for sure heels. Inhale, reach the feet up to the ceiling. Exhale, pull the knees towards your elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Good. Same as before, bringing the feet down towards the floor makes your abs work a little harder. Bring them up towards the ceiling, gives them a little bit of rest. So press out and pull the knees in. Push away. Really get a good reach. Go ahead and use your arms to support your head and lift it up a little higher. Inhale, out, exhale, pull. And out, 2 more. And pull. And out. And pull. And release. Good. So same thing, just making sure you've got some space in that front body, because now for scissors, we're going to add on some additional color, they call it. Okay, so without lifting your head up, just bring your feet up for a second. Take the right leg forward and the left leg towards the wall in front of you. Okay, now from here, I want you to circle, and so you're gonna push the legs away from your body. You're gonna bring them down and switch. So let me give you the view of what if I was like in front of you in class, okay? So we're here. My right leg is coming towards me, left leg's going away. Circle your right leg out, left leg out, come down, good. and then we'll switch twice. 1, we'll switch 2, we'll circle away, come back, and switch 1, switch 2. So that way, each time there's a different foot on top. And switch 1, switch 2, circle around. Lift your head and shoulders up if you haven't already. Switch 1, switch 2, circle around. Good. Switch 1, switch 2, circle. And switch 1, switch 2, circle. And 1, 2, circle. Good. Keep it going. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. Out. And switch, switch, out. Here's one more each side. Switch, switch, away. Last one, left, switch, and out. Good. Pull both knees in. Give a nice little hug. That wasn't so bad. That was kind of good. Hopefully, y'all's coordination got there pretty soon. Hopefully, that view is a little more helpful. From here, standard issue, lowered and lift. Same thing, hands under hips or head. This time, no suggestion there. I think both are great. So whatever you need for your back, both legs tall to the ceiling. Elbows are as wide as they can be. Legs are going to lower and lift. So today, nothing of emphasis. We're just pushing the feet down, lifting the feet up. Today I'm gonna have to switch it up. All right, and lower and lift. Getting a little funky in my rib cage today. And lift. Push the wall away, pull the wall up. Push and pull to the ceiling. Out and tall. Keep your hips in your hip socket. Use your core to move the legs. Let them reach. Let them lift. Let them reach. And lift for 10. Good. Rest the head and shoulders. Swivel around those hips or knees, whatever is possible. Now hands will go back behind your head for the crisscross. So like always, we can have our feet anchored and really get a good twist and push off of the opposite foot, or we can bring them in tabletop. So your choice. We'll rotate towards one side, straighten the opposite leg, and pull them back together. And twist, hold, pull it back together. Exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, reach, inhale, back. Exhale, twist, and back. So while this knee is moving toward you, you're really pulling this knee in, really pushing this foot away, so that way your hip slides slightly between each other. And switch, and switch. I thought we'd go ahead and do 10 each side on this one, just because we haven't really done a whole lot of these throughout the week. Exhale, switch. Inhale and exhale. Good, and twist. Inhale here, exhale. But it's always around like 7 and 8 where I really don't like my decision. And it never gets better. No, I'm just kidding. It gets better. It just gets a little easier, I should say. And last one, left first side. Last one, second side, and rest. All right. So give yourself a little butterfly stretch at the hip, whatever you need to make sure that those legs stay nice and uncrunched. From here, we are either going to rock or roll up to sit. We're going to have the arms as far away from you. Bring that chin forward towards the chest and round up. So you're getting a nice, good stretch of those hamstrings. All right. So from here, rolling like a ball. A couple options today. So option 1, which is always available, hands will be underneath the knees. Option 2, hand on the shin / ankle, wherever you can reach. Option 3 today is going to have elbows on your knees. So let you choose your option. I'm going to be here and we'll roll for 10. Tuck it under, roll it up. Try to really stop yourself. Try not to move much more forward and back. Tuck, roll, tuck, hold. Good. Tuck, roll, tuck, hold. Roll and hold. Roll and hold. Try not to push your feet out. Try to keep them pretty close to your seat and rock. Roll, hold. Most of that spine is just giving you a good scoop and hold. Last 2. And out. Last 1. Curl. And hold it. Yeah. Good. All right. So from there, get another little stretch forward, all that good jazz. For our spine stretch forward and saw, we're going to move those on to later when we're doing some standing work. So from here, we're going to turn over onto your front. So once you're on your front, I want you to have the tops of the feet just flat on the floor. both hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. So from here, looking down towards the floor, go ahead and lift your hands up so your elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. From here, I want you to press arms out like you're an airplane and pull them back in. Push the arms out like an airplane, pull them back in. So like a T, and back underneath your shoulders. Out and in. Push out and in. Reach and pull. Here's 5 and out 4. Here's 3 more. Pull. 2. Pull those elbows up, up, up. Last 1. And rest the arms for a second. Good. You can rest your forehead at any time also. From here, staying looking towards the floor, hands are lifting up so those elbows are towards the ceiling. Now hands are going by your ears or arms. So I want you to press straight forward like in swimming and then come back. Reach straight forward and pull back. So every time you pull, those shoulder blades are going farther and deeper down your rib cage. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull, last 2, and back, 1, and back. Good, rest the hands, rest the forehead as necessary. All right, so from here, we've done those 2 arm motions for some options. If one was easier or more efficient movement in the shoulder, you're gonna pick that one. If they both felt great, maybe we'll do half and half. So why I say that is because we're gonna move into a swan. So we're gonna press our body up using our arms. We're gonna hold the body there as best as possible and then try to pick one of those arm places and then come back down with hands down, rest the body. So it's a 4-part series. Lift up on 1, reach out on 2, pull the hands in 3, lower on 4. Good. Lift, reach, pull, and release. Lift, reach, back, and melt. Good. Inhale here, hold, and push away. Reach with the arms, pull the arms back, melt it back down. Good. Lift, reach, pull, and release. Try to keep the tops of your feet down on the floor. Lift, reach, pull, and release. Last 2. Lift, reach, pull, release. And 1. Lift, reach high, pull it back, and release. Good. Go ahead and sit back in a child's pose wherever you are. Trying to reach those shoulder blades off of that rib cage as best as you can. Keeping the hips nice and anchored. Okay, good. So from there, we'll move right along. We're going to add in our neck pull that we don't normally have, just to give you at least once a week. Gotta keep things rotating around. So from here, legs are long out in front of you, toes are pulled as far back as you can. Really feel like you're grounding those heels into the floor underneath you. And I understand your calves are probably in the way just a little bit, but having that feeling of pressing down, engaging the glutes, that's where the magic happens, they say. Okay, so hands will be behind your head, right at the crook of that neck. Then from here, just like our roll up, I want you to look forward toward your toes. If that is far enough, stay right there. But ideally, we're going to round all the way over to bring the nose towards the knees, and we're going to hang out here in a curled spine. So really get a good stretch. All that extra ribcage stuff we just did. As you're stretching over, you are pulling that ribcage up to the ceiling. So really getting a curl. Then uncurl the spine, sit as tall as you can. So now you're holding the ceiling up with your crown. I want you to hinge back. So your head is slowly lowering in a diagonal. Keeping the elbows as wide as you can. Tuck the tailbone under and roll. Good. Same action we have between 5 and 8 here. I'll let you choose. So we're looking up towards the toes, rounding up and over, bringing the nose to the knee, sitting as tall as you can. Hinge back, tuck under, and roll. Good. All right. Inhale there. Exhale, scoop up and over. So that's what it looks like if you're not going up. And then straight spine. So still try to straighten the spine. And then curl it down and away. Good. Last 2 to 4. Because if you're doing 5 to 8. Up. We'll hinge. Tuck. And roll. And up and over. Nose to knee, sitting tall, hold the ceiling, hinge it away, tuck the tailbone under and curl. Good. and round. And lift. This is something that Alex for sure doesn't do very often, as you can tell. And last one for me. Wherever that is for you, get a nice good stretch around that spine over the top. But as tall as you can, hinge it back, tuck the tailbone under, and curl. Perfect. Okay, so now we've gone a little bit out of order. We're going to come back into our leg circles, our one leg circles. So our right leg is coming up to the ceiling, have a toe pointed. From here, we're going to have big circles though. So I do encourage that opposite hip to lift up and reach all the way over so that hip is on top of the other one. Now swing that leg down around, watch out what's beside you, and then come up right tall to the ceiling. Okay, so taking that hip over the top of you, swing it around, lift it up, and hold. We'll have 5 of these each direction for a 10 total. And there's 3, around, down, 4, and over the top, 5. Last one, take it away. Now reverse that circle. Bring it out, swing it into the body, all the way till that hip lifts, and then back up to the ceiling. So push the wall away, push the front wall, lift the hip, and then lift the ceiling. Good. Out, swim around, up. And last one. Out, swim around, lift, and switch in the air. All right, so from here, you're grounding through the other leg. This leg is pointed. We are going across the body to lift the hip, swim the leg down, out, all the way around and up, over the top, and lift. 3, out, around, down, and lift. 4, over and up. 5, reach. Good, now reverse that circle. Take the wall away, swing it into the body, lift the hip up, bringing the foot to the ceiling. And out around town, point that toe and hold. Over. That standing leg that's on the floor is really getting a good anchor into that mat and floor. Last one, take it out, swing the leg around and release. Good, pull both knees in, give them a nice hug, a good transition for our next rock up. Because it's the teaser. What? I know, it's already here. So in the teaser today, ideally, the legs will stay either bent or long the whole time. They will be suspended, I should say. So suspended the whole time, whether they are bent knees, straight legs, totally fine, up to you. All right, so let's set up. We're gonna hinge back onto that tailbone a little bit. We'll pull both knees towards you and we'll just hold. So feel like you're really getting a good stretch out of that back tailbone, so you're getting nice and long. And from here, whether you can straighten the legs or bend the legs, up to you. I'm gonna start in bent legs for everybody because, you know, I'm talking. And then hands are gonna reach down to the floor, reach tall to the ceiling. So down to the floor, tall to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last 2 like this. And 1. Now rest the knees, rest the legs for just a second so you can get off of that tailbone. From here, not just arms will move, but arms and legs. As the arms go down, legs will stay high. As the arms go up, legs will move down. So here we go. Here's one to start. So from here, arms are going down, legs are going up, and then we'll switch and switch, switch and switch. Reach down, reach lip. The whole time, there's some opposition in the body though. So you're really pressing together, pulling away from each other. Last one, and release. Good. All right, so from there, that might have been a little more intensive on the hip flexors. I understand. From here, last one of our series is going to have arms again. Arms are now going to make a circle. So as if we are swimming into that double leg stretch, basically is our teaser, okay? So come back in, start with knees bent for everybody. Hands will reach tall to the ceiling. Go ahead and straighten the legs if you can. Swing the arms around, pull the knees back where they started. Inhale, reach and reach. Exhale and pull. Inhale, tall. Exhale, swim. Last 2 and out. Last one, reach and pull and release. Good. Hopefully that wasn't too terrible now that your hip flexors were warmed up. So hopefully that was a-okay. Okay, so moving on into our kneeling side series today. We're going to take this hand behind you. The leg closest to me is going to swing underneath you to prop yourself up onto that knee. Look at that magic. Okay, and that other leg is just out long, ideally right underneath your shoulder. So wherever your hand needs to be for your comfort. And then we're moving. So even if you have like a blocker or something right there, that's okay. top leg is lifted. Hold that leg up. Circle that leg around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle over 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest that leg for a second. Now from here, top leg is coming back up. We're gonna pull this knee forward. So just the knee, and then push it back. So keep that toe pointed here, pull and push. Try not to fold into your rib cage. Try to stay nice and long. Just pull and pull and push all the way to 10 and out. Pull and out. 7. Here's 8 and 9. Last one, and rest that leg. Good. We have one more here. This is going to require most of us can go back to the hand, but if you need to stay on the fist, stay there. I want you to press into that foot and lift that bottom leg so that way we're in a side plank. Then we're going to hold that side plank here. Then we're breathing. So have a nice good inhale and exhale. Push the ceiling away, push the floor down. Stay steady in both hips. Now pull that bottom leg back in and rest for a second. Yeah, get a little side bend, little mermaid. Good. If we need to change that hand position, go ahead and do so. We're going to do one more like that. Undisclosed amount of time, so don't even worry about it. So touch the ceiling, push into that standing leg, and then hold. Pull that opposite leg to you. Try to reach through that ceiling, press through that floor. Not super aggressive pressing to the floor because I still want you to feel like you're lifting out of that wrist. And you're just holding that body sideways. You need to stay on the knee or come back. That's okay. Ah, my elbow's getting tired. 2 and time. Okay, go ahead and swivel sides. Definitely roll that wrist around as necessary because I know that was a lot more pressure than we normally put on our wrist. Okay, so we are set up facing the opposite way now. Ideally, you can't see the back of my foot, but it's on the floor. It's not toe curled under. So once we're here, top leg is lifted. We're holding it steady. Circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse. Out and over 1, out and over 2, out and over 3, 4, 5, and rest if you need to. Good. Same action with the knee pulling towards the shoulder. So we're going to lift this top leg back up. Knee to shoulder 1, push it away. Keep the toe pointed and out. 3, back. 4, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 7 and 8, pull. 9 and 10. Let that leg rest for just a second. All right, so this is the one where we might need to change where our fist and wrist is for people. Maybe we're going to keep it the same. Maybe you're going to change it. This wrist could be different than the other. From here, pressing into that top leg, pushing into that hand, opening the heart. So that we're reaching through both legs, both arms away from you. Good, inhale and exhale. Like I said, anytime you need to bring your body back down to that knee, go ahead and do so. Feel like your arm is active towards the ceiling though. So you're really pushing it up. And 2, and rest. Good. Hopefully that wasn't too terrible, that first one. If you need to, go ahead and give that wrist a little shake, a little space. I know it's a lot of pressure, a lot of angles. All right, now we're back. Pressing that top leg down, lifting the bottom leg up and hold. I'm crossing mine in front, so I don't know if that's also something for y'all, but I think crossing it behind might be a little more difficult. So if you need to switch that, go ahead and do so. Press it up and up and up. Keep that hip nice and even. So you're holding the space. You're just like frozen in time. And in 3, 2, and time. Come on down. Good, good, good. All right, so we'll go back one more time on that first side for whatever knee is down and one leg is out. Also, if this is starting to bother this knee or the other knee, you can just bring this down to a hip and do the same thing we're about to do, seated. Okay, so wherever you are, we're here. Top hand is on the hip ideally, top leg is lifted. So obviously if you're on the floor, you're gonna have to bring your foot forward a little bit at a diagonal so it's not completely sideways. Okay, so now that we're lifted, all we're doing is pulsing that leg up for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted if you can. People that are seated, go ahead and put it down. Now, we're going to lift it back up, and we're going to go forward and back. So a little tick tock, like a pendulum. So your toes forward slightly, back slightly, forward, back. Try to keep this whole trunk stable. You're not moving side to side, twisting anywhere. Not today. Here's last 2, and 1, and rest. Good. Same action, other side. This knee might be different, so you can choose whether to be seated or to be kneeling. Oh dear, hair's falling down. Okay, top leg is up. We'll pulse up to the ceiling for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it if you can. If you're on your seat, go ahead and put it down. Here we go, forward and back like a small pendulum. And so toes to nose and back. Reach back. 5 and 6. Here's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, and done. Good. Bring both knees back together. Get a small little child's pose. So you rest and push space into those wrists one more time. Maybe even turn them over, whatever is better for your shoulder. Okay, team. So now we're gonna come up to a somewhat standing position. I'm gonna change my hair while that happens. We need a sip of water. Go ahead and grab it. Okay. So in a standing position, I'd like for you to kind of mimic, oh, you can't see my head. Okay. So I'd like for you to mimic our spine stretch forward and saw. This might be too tall now. Okay, we're gonna get this perfect, everybody. Now from here, we are going to have feet at least hip distance apart, a lot of heel pressing into the floor, and almost a slight toe lift. So feel like you're actually in your spine stretch forward. Hands are gonna start still at the shoulder height. From here, really emphasizing how we are curling that rib cage. So we are gonna pull that rib cage back, tuck that tailbone under as we round over to touch the floor. Keep pushing through the heels as you curl back up and round forward. Okay, so I know that's a little funky. Really pull that rib cage back. So that's the first motion. Rib cage is going behind you to that back wall. Then from here, round over. Keep pressing through the heels, round up. All right, continue on, round over. My arms are gonna be a little bit off key. And round up. Last 3, keep pressing through those heels. Curl, curl, curl through that rib cage. It's the last thing to straighten back up. Good, and last 2, curl, round, reach, curl, round, lift. Last one, pull the rib cage back. Reach the hands forward and over and over and over. Last one, lifting the toes and you're back. Okay, so now from here in a saw, keeping the feet the same distance apart, now using that rotation. So hands will still do the same twist motion. So I'm gonna go towards your right, arms into a T. I want you to rotate towards your right, and already my back arm, my thumb is pointing down, and my pinky of my front arm is going forward. I'm gonna try to touch all the way forward, but try to keep your hips in the middle. It'll be easy to slide your hip towards that leg that you're reaching towards. Put your hips back in the middle, then lift up. Inhale here, twist, hinge. So go straight down. Do not lean towards that leg. Inhale, center. It's a little weird. Exhale, twist. Press up to the ceiling. Inhale here. So exhale, twist. Both arms reaching through the floor, through the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And keep the hip in the middle. Inhale here. Exhale. Be a broken record for you. And up. Good. Take it over. If this bothers your knees at all, go ahead and gently bend them, but try to really stay in the center. That's all I really care about. If you can't tell, stay in the center and lift. Good. Over second side and up. Last one each way. Over, tall, and over. Good. Tall. Brilliant. All right, so that is that. Now we've kind of caught up with our whole mat routine. I'm gonna move my camera back down so you can see where my feet are going for this next one. All right, so let's pick a leg. I'm gonna put the opposite one away from you. That's forward. This one will be back that's closest to you. Having a small knee bend in this leg, what I'd like the back leg to do is I want it to lift to the ceiling and come back down. So lift and lower. If that seems like it's too hard to lift, bring your leg a little closer to you. That way you have some more range. If that was too easy, bring your leg behind you a little more, okay? So once you find your range, now we're gonna have 5 lifts right up to the ceiling, and then we're going to reach beside you. Good? Okay, here we go, team. So lift up 5 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come beside us, hold. Good. Go back behind you. Lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come beside us. Hold. Yep. And we're back. Lift up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach beside you. Hold. You have 2 more like this. And lift up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach beside you. Hold. Good. Last one. Take it away. Lift up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach beside you. Hold. And now stand. Okay, good, good. I know you can't see my face, but no, I'm smiling at you. You did good. Okay, other side. Actually, I'll just face you for this one so you can kind of get a different view. So from here, that back leg's gonna lift up for 5 pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it out beside you. Hold. Good. Come back and lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out beside you. Hold. Good. Take it out. And up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And out. And back. Good. Lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And out. Hold. Last one here. Take it away. And lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, and hold. And back to standing. Okay, team. So now, obviously, since it's one of Alex's awesome classes, you're going to do the reverse of that. So we'll start with the leg beside us, lift for 5, and reach behind us. Where your toes should be pointing, ideally, is as tall to the ceiling as it can be, like this. So your toes up. But if this is just terrible, something's going on, that's not comfortable at all, bring your toe neutral. I find that one to be a little harder mechanically, but somehow easier for people to do. But it's not. So try to keep your toe pointed to the ceiling, okay? So here we go. Heel is out, sitting onto that heel of the opposite leg. We're gonna lift up for 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1. Reach behind you, hold. Yeah, good. And back in front. And lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach away and hold. Good. Take it out. Lift up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Behind ya. And out. Lift 1, lift 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Seemed like a quick 5. Was that really 5? Here's one for good measure. 3, 4, 5, and back. Good. And we're out of there. So switching sides. Same action, other leg. Obviously, this one might be different, so just calibrate as necessary. Seated onto that side leg, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. And I'll keep serious count of these. And take it away. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Back. Good. Lift 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Hold and back. Good. Lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it away. Hold. Good. Last one. Up. 2, 3, 4, and out. Hold and release. Good. Awesome. Okay. So reach for the floor. Get a nice little stretch of the hips and all the things. And I'm gonna funky part of the screen, but I trust you. You know where you're at. All right. So from here, having that first leg back, I'm gonna go ahead and face sideways one more time. So instead of having the back leg move upwards, it's gonna move towards your other leg. So here's what it's gonna look like. This knee's bent. We're going to touch and touch, touch and touch. So just join me when you're ready. We've got 5 like this, and 4, and 5. Just reach back and then hamstring stretch this front leg, and then come back and go 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back and reach through that first leg. Good. Come home and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back and reach. And last one. Pull 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reach back and stretch through that hamstring. Perfect. Okay, so I'll face you for this first one. So we are starting out as long as you can. So every time you're trying to reach back into that same foot position, just so you know. Okay, so here we go. We'll pull 5 and 4. Whoa. My balance on this leg is terrible. 4 and 5 and reach. Stretch back into that hamstring and come forward and pull 5, 4, 3, out, 2, out, 1. Reach back, stretch into that hamstring. So my back knee is bent right now, just so you know, if you didn't see that before. Okay, and pull, and pull. Here's 3, 4, and 5. Straighten away, reach through the floor, get that hamstring stretch. Good, 2 more sets and 5. Here's 4, 3, out, 2, and 1. Step away, reach to the hamstring stretch, hold. Good. Last one here. Keep that knee bent, and 5, up 4, up 3, up 2, up 1. Take it back, reach it away. Oh yeah. Okay, naturally, we're going sideways. So for this one, I'm trying to keep both toes even in the same plane. This will be kind of hard to see, but so your foot and foot, well, foot and foot, try not to stagger them at all. Try to keep them nice and even. That'll make sure that your hips stay in line, okay? I like alignment every now and then. Go ahead and stand on that first leg and go ahead and reach out where you normally are. So keeping a nice good hold on this leg, that same knee bend and everything, pull towards you, push away, and 2, and 3, 4, get a little dance if you want to, 5, and then from here, you're just gonna step both feet even, stretch down the middle, and then come back, sit into that right or that left, whatever that is, and pull 5, pull 4, 3, 2, and 1, to the middle, and reach. So these kind of little bursts and stretches are what's really getting that muscle the same length the whole time. So that way you are actually working the full range. We're all about that. Keep the toes even, 1 and 2, push, pull 3, push, pull 4, push, pull 5, and out, hinge. Good. 2 more sets just like that. Pull 1, out, pull 2, pull 3, 4, and 5. Take it out and hinge. Last full set just like that. Hinge and bend 1, out 2, push, pull 3, push, pull 4, push, pull 5, and stretch. Awesome. Okay, last one, onto the opposite leg. So we're sitting, make sure that foot is long, but make sure it's even and the feet are not staggered. From here, pull, push 1, pull, push 2, push 3, push 4, 5, step out and hinge. Good. Bend both knees, pull 1, pull 2, pull 3, pull 4, pull 5, push it away and stand. Good. Back up, pull 1, pull 2, pull 3, pull 4, pull 5, and out. You're gonna be so easy. You're just gonna be doing these while you're all, I don't know, cooking up some lunch and dinner. And 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Step away. Good. One more set just like that. And bend 1, push out, pull, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Awesome. All right, so just hang out on the floor for a second, get that hamstring stretch. Perhaps we need a little bit of a figure 4. So come on down. You've done this before. Take one ankle over the opposite knee. And just either, you can do this seated, just laying down, whatever's better for your back. I know it's a little kind of funky like this. So switching out when you're ready. Perhaps happy baby might feel better, or butterfly stretch. We didn't do a ton of inner thigh, so hopefully the butterfly is not your option, but if it needs to be, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, so we're back. So we're going back up to standing. Let's see. Let me go ahead and move this just a wee bit that way. Okay. So now with well, let's see. Yeah, that'll be fine. With the feet at least shoulder distance apart, maybe a little more. We did this last week once. This was like a little squat and a little lunge to the side. So from here, as long as you just have your feet planted to where they can twist a little, you'll be in a good spot. So from here, we're going to sit into the hip like a second position footwork. We're going to stand, turn towards your right, bend both knees. If you can touch the floor with this back knee, great. If you can't, awesome. Back and sit, up, turn the opposite way. Good. up and bend, whoops, up and twist. Good. So each one in the middle is a sit, and then we'll twist. And there's two. Good. We'll sit, twist, and here's three. Sit, twist. Here's three. So both both the knees and toes are turning to the side whenever we turn. We'll sit, lift, turn everything, and lift. Good. Sit, up, and twist. And a nice sit. Lift. Here's 5. We are halfway there. And sit, lift, twist. Sit, up, twist. And there's 6. All right, I'll stop counting. Out loud at least. Just know that you're there. Keep it moving. Inhale, bend. Exhale, twist, bend. Yeah. And then we've got 8. And then we're sitting. And then we're out. Then we're twisting. And we're sitting. Look at that. That's 9. One more at each spot. In and up. Over and lift. In and up. Still keep touching your knee if you have been. And up. Good. All right. So from there, go ahead and get a nice little hamstring stretch. If you need a little quad stretch, hold on to something and pull that leg back. Those are always my best stretches, my quad stretches. Awesome. Okay, so now from here, standard issue, kind of going back to our normal stretches. We're gonna have one leg forward, one leg back. We're gonna do rotate. So I want you to try to touch the wall beside you and touch the opposite. And exhale. And over and reach. So really have both hips closed, both hips open, and out and pull. And out. Last 3. Out and 2. Last 1. Okay, other side, same thing, just a twist and reach. Is this a preview for something? Yep. Can you handle it? Yes. And out, lift, out, lift. And reach to the wall, reach to the wall. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so good news is we have options. While we have options, I don't know what is up with my top bun today, but maybe my hair's a little too long now. Okay, so option 1, one leg will be standing, one leg will be swiveling. So let's see, here's a little foot screen for this one. So we are standing one foot's like a little T behind it, and then we're gonna move to a T in front of it. And we're gonna take it out, we're gonna take it back. So that is option 1. Option 2 is going to be one that you're already familiar with. Standing on one leg, slight hinge of the hips. We're going to open the hip towards the ceiling, close the hip towards the floor. Okay, so we're going to open ceiling, close floor, ceiling, and floor. I'll let you choose. We're going to have 20. So if you want to, you can do 10 and 10. Okay, so here we are. Everyone's starting, if you haven't already. And open up 1, close 2, lift, and down, lift, and reach. Ceiling, floor. 5, 6, and 7, 8, back. 9, 10. If you're switching, one foot's in front of the other. So foot to the heel, foot to toe. You get to choose. I'm gonna continue on to this one just because I like it. And it's a little harder than the other one for me. The other one is hard in balance. So that one, if you need some of that, go ahead and grab some of that. And here's 4 more. Up, lower, 3, lower, 2, up, last one, and a rest. All right, same action, other leg. This leg could be completely different. Do what you need to. Hip is hinged, and now we'll open the hip to the ceiling and close. And ceiling, close. Lift 3, and back. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm getting a little toe tap in between, just so that way I know my hips are closed. So if you find that helpful for you, keep it. And out, lift, and out. So if you need to switch, go ahead and switch toe and heel with that foot. Reach and lift, reach and lift, 5, out 4, 3, and 2. Last one. Good, and rest. Now from here, super basic, just the heels are going to do lift. So standing as tall as you can. Feet can be parallel or a heel to toes apart, whatever's better for your balance. We're going to lift the heels up, lower them down, lift and lower, lift. If you want to get a little knee bend in between each, totally good. That kind of helps get the calf muscles a little longer, like we were doing earlier in the taps and the stretches. Yep, that's what that would do. And lift. Slide down a wall, slide up a wall, and down. Lift. Last 4, and up. 3, lift. 2, lift. And 1, and lift. All right, good. So from here, we're getting into those stretches. Go ahead and meet me back onto the floor. One knee is in front of the other. So you are kind of in a miniature runner's lunge, not complete runner's lunge. With one knee is in front, both feet are flat, or I guess I should show you a little bit better. So this is, sorry for the terrible video quality, everyone. 1 foot, 1 foot. All right, so from here, lunge into that first foot, really open the heart, lift the chest, take the arms to the ceiling, bring the hips back, and get another little hamstring stretch here, if it's okay for that back knee. If not, go ahead and just stay forward and reach forward, and then come back to neutral. Take it away and lift, and back. We'll just have 5 each side. So there's 4, and back. Try to really get the back quad a stretch. That's the goal. Then go ahead and switch legs. Same thing. One leg back, one leg forward. Press the hips through the floor in front of you, and then come back. Want to add the arms? Add the arms, reach tall to the ceiling. So up and out of the hip, and back, and reach, and home. Good. Last 2. Push the ceiling away. Bring it in. Last one. Take it out, and bring it back. Good. Awesome. Since we didn't do too much shouldery things, I don't think you need to stretch terribly much, but definitely get those wrists in space throughout the day because it did put a lot of pressure on them. Okay, so that's the one.